Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be reviewing the Pro-Co RAT2. Now this is one of the most iconic pedals of all time. I believe the second best-selling guitar pedal, second only to the Boss DS1. This thing is an absolute classic in possibly bulletproof casing, and we're going to be testing it out and reviewing it, because I want to branch my channel out beyond just live covers. So here is my clean tone. And here is the RAT with all knobs set around 12 o'clock. We've demonstrated distortion and all of the other knobs at around 12 o'clock, but why not? We'll give it another shot. Then when we kick the distortion up to about 3 o'clock, which I should remind you is the highest we've ever gone, we talk about guitar pedals like it's a clock, so think of it clockwise. It kind of easily crosses over into this more fuzzy area. It's nice, you can get some kind of Hendrix stuff with this. Demonstrate how the filter works. Now this is probably the most common question asked about the Pro-Co RAT. The filter, if you turn it past 12 o'clock, goes darker. If it's behind 12 o'clock, it's lighter. It's a weird way to run a tone knob, but I personally prefer it. So let's demonstrate this with the distortion at 9 o'clock and the filter at around 10:30. Move the distortion to that 12 o'clock. And then here it is with that more fuzzy style. Move the filter to around 1:30, and the distortion is back at 9 o'clock. Here's the distortion at 12 o'clock. This is why it's listed on Sweetwater as a fuzz pedal. We've got the distortion at 3 o'clock and the filter at 1:30. At my personally preferred setting. You've got the distortion around 10:30, the filter at 11, and the volume at 12. So there you have it, the Proco RAT. But this isn't done yet. You can't escape from now, unless you decide to click off, in which case, yes, you can escape, but you get to hear my thoughts on this pedal. Enjoy. So, the Proco RAT, or the TAR as my camera says it. Now, this is personally one of my favorite distortion pedals of all time. I mean, how could it not be? It's one of the best-selling distortion pedals of all time. It's loved by guitarists everywhere. And overall, I give it 5 stars out of 5 stars. It's fantastic. However, if you're looking to get just a slight overdrive, like, oh, you know, I'm doing some country twang, this is not the pedal for you. Do not buy the RAT if you just want some light, transparent overdrive. This thing is aggressive in its distortion, and that has its benefits and detractors. Personally, I'm more of a metal man myself, so I think this has a lot of upsides. However, if you're gonna have this, don't have it as the only drive on your board. In my case, yeah, I have it as the only drive on my board, but again, I have no money to spend on this stuff, and this thing costs $90, so I'm fine with this as it is, you know, pertaining to what I use. But if you are wanting something more, you know, 70s rockish, this is not it. This thing was made for the 80s. And Nirvana and grunge if you wanted to, and 2000s Spice Rock. Yeah, this pedal does pretty much every kind of rock from the 80s onward, as long as it dips into that more heavy area. Now, if we're talking the controls of the pedal itself, personally, I think the distortion is pretty decent, although with pretty much every aspect of the pedal, do not put it at extremes. This is going to sound like quiet little BS and not like a good overdrive at all. It's going to sound too tinny and too thick. This is going to sound like you're just drowning yourself in low end and fuzz, and if you have your volume pedal here, you're going to I don't even know what to say. Your poor neighbors are going to hate you. I think this pedal works best in the 12 o'clock range, except for the distortion, which go between 9 and 3 o'clock. Those I've found generally maximize your enjoyment with this pedal. Also, I alluded to this at the start of the pedal, but oh my god, this thing is like unbreakable. People have said that boss pedals will survive the end of the universe. This thing will survive the end of everything. Not just the universe, the eventual erosion of all matter in our known mortal and physical plane. I mean, you could punch this thing, and it would not just break your fist like a boss. It would meticulously, bone by bone, shatter it. This is possibly the most solid casing I've ever seen on a pedal. It's fantastic. As you saw in last week's video, I'm proud to have it on my pedal board, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see me cover other pedal-related things, I mean, I probably will, but if you like it, tell me to keep doing more of these. I enjoy them. I've already got a few other pedals I can do lined up for this, so if you enjoyed, just let me know. It's fun. I enjoy doing these. Have a great one, y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.